Hey, this is Joyce.
I'm Kathy.
This is the Pilkington Homestead. And today we are making
my beloved grandmother, Bonnie Pilkington's Easter cake. As far as I can remember from when I was a little girl, Mamaw always made this Easter cake.
2 sticks of butter in the deal.
And she continued that until all through the years, through my kids and my grandkids. And so we decided we would try to make it for you.
Recreate it because there's no pictures.
Yeah.
So we're recreating. So I put 2 sticks of butter. We made this cake in a video earlier. And then I made an extra cake because I wanted 3 layers.
Because we're thinking Mamaw made 3 layers. But it doesn't have to be 3 layers.
So 2 sticks of butter, a tablespoon of almond extract, and 2 tablespoons of white vanilla. And put that in there. And we're going to let that mix up.
Anyway, back in the, we don't have a whole lot of pictures of us when we're little, and people didn't have the opportunity, I guess, and the cameras to take pictures. I mean, now it's just everyday thing, selfie, but back in the day we didn't, so no one ever took pictures of the cake. And so it just has to be in our memory.
Just start putting in 550 cups of powdered sugar.
So our sister, Sherry, she had her first grandchild this year. Her name was Elliot, and she's probably 6 months old, I guess. And so Sherry, being a first-time grandmother, she wants to make memories for her for Easter. So she was the one that asked us about the cake, and so we're trying to make the cake for Sherry to follow so that she can make it for her granddaughter. And the legacy of the Easter cake will continue. I never did make it, but it's a fun cake. I hope you enjoyed this video.
And it's easy. There's, back then too, they made lots of pretty cakes, but it's not like now. We really decorate. We get, in the last several years, we get really dramatic on cakes. But they really just made cakes that were cute. They didn't, I don't know how to say that. It wasn't like when I had a cake business, and I made elaborate cakes. Right. But back then they didn't do that.
Our family
Normal. Yeah. We didn't. We just made cakes. Okay, I'm going to add now. This is cream, and I put in 2 tablespoons. I'm not sure how much it's going to take. That's 3 tablespoons.
And so on our video, we're going to add some of the pictures that we do have. We don't have any of us, but we have pictures of my children, Joyce's children, and my 2 grandkids, and our sister's children that we have taken over the years of the Easter passes, and we're going to have them in on the video if you're interested in looking at those. It's going to be fun. And actually, this is a fun thing for the generations to come, because this is part of the Pilkington's homestead, is to leave memories for the children that's coming.
This may be too thick. I think I've put in 4 tablespoons. It's way too thick, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more.
Now, how many cups of that sugar did you put?
5 sifted.
5 sifted sugar,
powdered sugar. So that's 5. You really want to be careful when you add the liquid, because it will get thin fast. So that's why I'm doing it so slow.
Just look at me.
I think it might be there.
Oh, good.
Maybe 1 more. So here we go, 6. I'd put the whole 6 in. I estimated 6, and looks like it took it. But that that also depends on how dry it is outside, how much moisture you're having. Like if it's raining, it may take more or less, than if it's a dry day. Okay.
And I was thinking the last Easter that I can remember that I attended with my grandmother was when my granddaughter was almost 2 years old. It was in Easter before she turned 2 in July, so that would have made probably been the year 2000.
20 years ago.
Yeah, it's been the year 2000. And I'll have to get that picture to put it on because that's the last Easter cake I believe Mamaw made. After that, she had to go to the nursing home. But it was like a fun year for us. A lot of memories.
And really, this is, that may be too thick. That should have been plenty. I don't know. Why it's so thick? That's going to pull up the cake. It's going to have to be thinner.
You need some more whipping cream, or is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some more whipping cream. It might be in there. I started to make the icing before the video, but I thought that y'all would rather see how I did it.
Yeah, that's what they're here for, to learn.
But I didn't know I was going to mess it up either.
Well,
if I'd known I was going to mess it up, I might not have done that.
Well, I think it's a good thing. Here's this. I don't know where. Maybe they would mess up and not know what to do. So see,
you just add more cream.
Right. So this is giving them the opportunity to see how to fix something.
When I made cakes, I always like pretty thick icing because I didn't want it to move. But this cake, you want it to be a little more fluffy. And that might be it. One more. No, I'm going to just keep it here. I don't want it too thin. Okay. Isn't it funny how just 1 tablespoon would make that much difference? Okay, and this is what it looks like. Nice and creamy. That is why you sift your powdered sugar first. Some people call it icing sugar. Some people, I always called it powdered sugar. It does have different names. But in United States, I think they mostly call it powdered sugar, don't they?
Texas, they do.
Oh, it's still there. Okay, we're going to try it. Alright, first thing you're going to do.
Oh, doesn't it look smooth though?
Isn't it pretty?
It is pretty.
We're going to put some on the bottom layer.
Okay.
If you have an off spatula, it is awesome. It's so much easier to do cakes if you have one.
What's it called?
Off spatula. See how it's got the little, so you can put, it doesn't hit the cake.
Oh, I'm learning something.
I have a big one somewhere and I can't find it. Okay, so we're just going to smooth this out just enough to have some icing on there. And we're going to put the second cake on there.
Today's Good Friday, so Joyce's grandkids will be here Sunday and get to see the Easter cake.
Okay. I'm going to put a little on this top side.
So I wonder if Mamaw, we didn't see her preparing everything, how much she had to go through to get, the cakes ready. She also would have the Easter cake, she'd have the pound cake, and didn't she usually make a cobbler or something for Easter?
She always had her cookies.
Cookies?
She always made her cookies.
But then, everybody, we always did potluck, But Mamaw would usually make the big meat there for everybody to come after church.
It's like we would all bring a vegetable.
Yeah. But,
And we'd usually bring one or two.
yeah. Because our aunt and her kids usually spent the night with Mamaw and went to church with Mamaw, but we all live around the Light-Pan area, so we would just come out to church. It's really a lot of good memories to be able to have that.
Okay, so now I'm going to put some on top. This cake is really, you can make it last minute because it's not anything that it's a Mamaw cake. You know, it's not something that you have to buy a lot of stuff or do a bunch of things to get it ready. So now I'm just going to put some of the icing around the sides. And Kathy, do you want to put I think it would be cute to go ahead and put the coconut around the sides too? What do you think? Do you think that would be fun?
Mm-hmm. You mean around on the plate, like she did?
No, just on the sides. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that we should do that? I can't remember if she did or not.
She did. She had the whole cake was
covered?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how you get it on there.
Okay, just a minute. Let me get all this on there.
Okay. This is what you take coconut and you put
Food coloring.
food coloring in and make it like this. And I think that's what the kids liked about it so much, is that the coconut looked so much like grass and they could eat it. It was fun. You would just throw it on there? I don't really know how
I want to get it all on there, and then let's just like try to put it on.
She always forgets that I don't bake. And so it just like puts me in overwhelm when she wants me to do something like that.
Well, I couldn't remember if Mamaw did that or if she left it plain.
No, it was all green. I do remember that. Now how she got it up there, I don't know.
I was trying to remember. I was like blank. What did she do?
Yeah, I know the whole cake was green. And I can remember some of the latter years when she was probably like 85, 86, and she's still making this cake. Sometimes it wasn't as nice, as it was when she was younger. It might be sliding a little bit, and it was still Mamaw's cake. When she did that, I think she put it on a cookie sheet or something, so when it slid, and she had grass and stuff everywhere.
The thing is, like, if you're worried about your cake sliding, did you notice that I put very little icing in between? And that will make it stay together better. If you want a lot of icing in it, you'll want to get some dowel sticks. And if you have 3 layers, you'll want to put a dowel stick on each side. And then cut it off, go all the way down to the plate. And then cut it off at the height of the cake. And those 2 dowel sticks will keep your cake from sliding.
Yeah. And they say now not put toothpicks in cakes because some people have accidentally swallowed them. I can remember, I don't know if it was you or Mother, used to put toothpicks.
Oh, of course, everybody did. Everybody put toothpicks.
Of course, everything changes, that. Don't do this now.
Mm-hmm. I like the dowel sticks a lot better because the toothpicks, you'd have to put them in each layer because they weren't long enough to go all the way through. But the dowel sticks, you can make them as long as you want to make them. And I don't know if y'all noticed that I have all this parchment paper around. So why I did that is so when we get through the cake, I can just pull it out and there won't be icing or anything on the plate. Okay, so I think we're going to try to green it. We're going to put some grass on this cake.
So you just sprinkle it?
Yes.
But I'm not sure how you're going to get it on the sides.
Well, what I think we might could do is just take it and do that.
Oh, okay. But it's
going to fall off, but some will stay.
That's probably why she had the cake, the icing down around the cake, then that she had jelly beans in it.
Mm-hmm.
a nurse, you know.
Well, you're doctoring the cake.
Yeah.
You're giving this cake an operation.
I think nurses have a different brain or something than people that make cakes. I don't know. I don't have that artistic.
So, let's finish this up. And let's just sprinkle it on the top. Okay, does it look like it has, whoa, I'm gonna have sweet. Does it look like it's grass? This is what she do. So, I have to admit, she used 7-minute frosting. So you would have little fluffs in it. But if I'd used 7-minute frosting, I couldn't have had this for Easter. Because icing like that is something you have to do like the day of or the day before. Because it don't last, even in the refrigerator. So I chose to do this so we could show you. And then,
I like it.
I do too. Okay. Now, let's look. Did I scratch it off the cake?
Not too bad.
If I did, just put it back. Okay, I think some of it kind of got dry before we got it on there.
Yeah.
Okay, now comes the fun part. We put the eggs on it. So, Mama always had jelly beans. And she would just plant the jelly beans in the cake. And us kids, I'm not kidding you, we thought this was amazing. I mean, seriously. Our mother didn't do anything like this. And we thought this had to be the most coolest thing we've ever seen in our life. I mean, we could not wait to eat it because it was so cool.
Probably, we didn't get candy much. Your mother didn't like us to have much candy. So you had the cake, you had the coconut, then you had the actual Easter. And the jelly beans too. You want to do around the edge or not?
I don't know if they'll stay.
Okay.
But there we go.
I don't want that white one there. I want to put it in there.
Okay. I'm going to just wipe all this over.
So this is our version of Mamaw's Easter cake from memory.
Try and clean this up a little bit instead of stopping and coming back. Okay. Then you can just take this and pull it out and you won't have icing on your cake. We may have a little coconut because it's different, but you won't have icing when you go to serve it.
That's so pretty.
And there you are. Mamaw's Easter cake. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.